Right.
Hello and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos.
Thanks for waiting for me to be ready.
D&D podcast set in the world of Fierlor. Before we get started properly, does anyone have any announcements?
I love you all.
Yep, we love you.
You're all amazing.
Thanks, guys. You're all fantastic. All people. Yes, you're great. Thanks for listening to us.
Yes. Reminder, as I mentioned last week and the week before, I'm in We Will Rock You coming up at the Aubrey Entertainment Centre. Come and see it if you want to see me play keyboard and guitar. Sometimes at the same time-ish. Like jumping between instruments.
That's talent. I can barely play one.
That's Darby.
I can't play one. Actually, I can play the recorder. Ooh. That's my announcement. My recorder concert is coming live to you from our next Twitch stream. I don't own a recorder, that's a lie.
You need to play a bard with a recorder now.
Can't even play recorder that well.
Yeah, you've just lied to us.
Can anyone?
Yeah.
I tell a lie, there
yes. Actively, yes. Go on YouTube.
Yes. No, I've done Shakespeare's where like the pre-show music has been like the what are they called? You've
Probably
done a couple
not
of
good
shows
to
with
name
them.
drop people
Yeah.
when you're dissing them, Darby.
No, I was going to say they are genuinely good at the recorder.
Good. Yes.
Can't remember.
I can't remember what they're called, but yeah.
But is it really a compliment if you're saying that they're genuinely good at the recorder?
Yes.
I think it's a redeemable quality.
Oh boy.
Redeemable quality?
I mean, it just happens
you
to
atone for that.
be an instrument that like most people who have them have really cheap ones that sound horrible. If you can actually play the recorder, you have a decent recorder.
It's
Hey,
true.
if anyone at home has a recorder and fancies themselves as a player,
Play our theme
send
song.
us send us something with our theme song.
That will be delightful, and I'll take
And-
back every insulting thing I've ever said about recorder players. And there's a lot to take back, so I'll do it on camera.
Oh, good.
Boy.
All right. So on that note, let's get to the episode.
Session.
Chris is it.
Oh.
And we are back. And I'm just going to dim my laptop so it's not just providing side lighting for the entire episode.
It's mood lighting, but only on half of his face.
So, where we last left off, the party started making preparations to go on the airship to Karas. In doing so, they went shopping, had some conversations with each other, and Bertie ritually communed with his god.
Yeah, I didn't get much info out of him. He was just angry.
Patron.
Yeah, that was fun. We're really,
Real angry lad.
real glad, to witness that. Please continue on this voice.
Basically made up a new spell on the spot, which is brilliant, and we need to get round to writing out the wording of that.
For sure. Excellent. Thank you.
Just so in future we have a more solidified idea of like
Yeah, sure.
what it allows.
Absolutely.
So, so you had all been informed that the ship was ready to take you, and that basically, all that stuff was basically where we left off.
Yeah.
What if I don't want to be taken by a ship?
So,
Too bad.
what
Gotta swim.
do you want to do this fine morning?
Right morning in the Dwarven City.
The 22nd of Solazar.
How long we got?
They are hoping to depart by midday. So you've got all morning, which is about. So assuming you got up at about 8, you've got about 4 hours.
Anya got up at 4. She went bed early.
So you'd have 8 hours, but the first 4 hours,
No, that's not how that works.
No, the first 4 hours, you can do stuff with it, but there's not going to be places open.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
She goes for a walk.
Yeah.
Everywhere's not open. She watches the sunrise. Everywhere's still not open.
Yeah.
Then places start to open.
You watch the sunrise
it's underground, so probably no underground sunrise.
Oh my god. She
They
went
turn
for
the
the
lanterns on
entrance of
more.
the
Okay.
cave. She had 4 hours.
Actually, yeah, you can probably.
stroll.
Yeah, you can probably do that. Even as far as it is from the cabin entrance, you can probably find a spot. It would take you probably about 2 hours. The 2 hours
I'll
to
map
get
out
to
the
sunset.
morning for Anya, and it's sunrise. So-
Sunrise, and then see it, and then get back, and you'd be getting back basically as everyone was waking up.
She wakes up. She feeds Hafren, and then her and Hafren take a walk. It's a frosty morning because we're underground, and it's cold because there's no sunlight. She wanders around on her way to the entrance of the cave. She, quote unquote, watches the sunrise through Hafren's eyes. It's nice. It's peaceful. It's a real tender and quiet moment, which she doesn't get a lot of by herself, especially in recent months.
These fools.
Then she meanders back quietly. She picks up a coffee on the way from just a random stall that is somewhere along the way that I am creating. And I'm sorry, Darby, you have no say in this.
I feel like dwarves like coffee, and you probably are.
They get up early to mine.
But also you probably see this dwarven man setting up his cart, and you are literally the first customer he has.
Yes. We have a jovial conversation that we will skim over because it's not important. Mainly stuff along the lines of, haha, working hard but hardly working, and such anecdotes. Then she wanders past the bakery. What does that smell? Fresh pastries? She goes in there. She buys pastries for the entire party.
Oh.
And shut up, Siri.
It would probably cost you a silver.
That's fine. She buys pastries for the entire party, and she brings it back to the tavern, just in time for everyone to rise.
Nice.
She is sitting, having breakfast and a pastry, and her coffee that is decidedly a lot nicer than the tavern's coffee.
Beautiful.
All right. Well,
End scene.
Caius's morning, just following on for that, I got up a lot later than everyone else because I slept in.
Also, she pays a gold for the pastries because she gets a lot of pastries. She gets more for the trip or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any silver. I only have
You
gold.
can't be bothered getting change.
Yeah.
Realising that it is quite late, I hurriedly try to put my armour on, trip over my shin plate and fall back onto the bed. And the armour is incredibly heavy and I'm not quite used to it yet. So I just sort of worm my way around and end up on the floor.
And is that the end of your morning?
what is that
That's the end of my morning.
That is me spiritually every morning.
That's fair. That's amazing.
One thing, you're putting on the dwarven plate, are you?
Yeah.
I will. Actually, no, yeah, you were struggling to put the shin on, so you didn't have the boots to kind of stabilize you. Yeah.
They're also very slippery at the moment.
Yeah, because they've been well polished.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah. They are shiny. Very oily
And that's why you
shiny.
slept late, because you were up late
we're up
polishing
for ages,
Newman's
yeah.
armour.
Each other's
Each other's armour.
It was
It's a mutual
mutually
agreement, yeah.
beneficial
Oh my gosh.
arrangement.
Oh boy.
In
I'm
a
sure.
big ol' contrast, Rook has been up early doing her usual grounding, yoga and meditation, and then when she's kind of organizing all her gear, she looks at a certain sack containing a head, and a realization just comes to her.
Oh no.
And she heads downstairs, and the first thing she'll say to everyone is, "Guys, I've got a big problem."
Oh, what is your problem?
Remember,
Also, have a pastry. Freshly baked this morning.
they look lovely. Remember, got a big old chestnut, a big old problem here. She plonks her head on the table.
Plonk it next to the pastry.
Yeah, she does not care about hygiene.
No, Anya doesn't care either, so it's delightful.
If we make a good pet.
Hope you'll let you feel beforehand.
Well, gross. How very, very gross, says Bertie, sitting looking very groggy at the other end of the table with the bottle next to him.
At least someone
Kaya
has
still not there?
purified food.
No, not yet. I'd just be getting ready to come down.
Cool. You still have that head. That's a thing.
I do. I've got a little over a month until I gotta return it and get the pay.
Oh.
But if I'm going to
Was that
to
not what you
Karas-
said a month ago?
Yeah, it was over 2 months.
Hang on. Sorry. So you said you're going to come with us to Karas. You decided you're going to come?
I had a big think about it, and it's kind of silly of me. It makes it seem like I came to this country for no reason, but it does indeed look like my leads are all in Karas.
I think that maybe the reason was to lead you to us, as we can help.
I was
Right?
thinking about that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fate.
Lucky our goals align, but how exactly can I get this to the noble? I don't want to just throw it away after I spent a whole month just holding on to
Whereabouts
this
is the
smelly
noble?
old thing. Oh, he's pretty far away. I think he's like involved in some sort of wedding or something. I was working with his advisor the whole time.
Reminder, it was a wild shade noble.
It was a wild shade noble. Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I feel like that's in character with like Rook's forgetfulness, at least,
Yeah.
or misinterpretation of things.
It's true.
Is there any way we can find out if this noble is still alive?
We could just send like a courier or
Athena?
something, or...
You speak with the dead, yes? Or to some capacity? I don't know how magic
Speaking with
works.
the dead requires like a physical portion of the body capable of speech.
Oh boy.
Okay, all right.
Would
can
you be able to?
Can you describe the person to me? Do you have a picture of him or something? I can try to send him a message.
I can give you a big old description, sure.
Sure. Okay. Well, hit me, sister. He takes another swig of his bottle.
This is one of my past characters. His name's Selwyn DuPont. He was the advisor fellow. He's like a high elf bloke. Like, bit of an older fellow. Gray, brown hair. He's like extremely fancy looking, purple eyes. I don't know, have you heard of him?
I mean, that's kind of like, I just need to get a picture of the person in my mind to kind of like send a message kind of thing. So like, that could work. And
He was like real fancy. He was like probably in love with his boss. I got those kind of vibes going.
oh yeah, I know people like that.
Is he
That's
married
fair.
to his boss? You said there was a wedding involved?
Yeah, I think the boss was getting married to someone else, so that was a bit of a weird
Oh, dear.
Involved in there.
situation. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know how happy he's gonna be, but as long as I can get my money.
So is anyone else at the table aside from us three?
Just you guys.
Caius comes clattering down the
we haven't
stairs.
gotten to you and yet.
Shall we take a quick pause to see what Newman's morning was like?
A quick pause, you could say.
Well,
Or would you prefer?
Or would you prefer us to finish our conversation first?
I mean, yeah, it's not important. So yeah.
Okay. No, but it's important to us. Quick, tell us, and then you can join our
Neumann
conversation.
makes his room spotless.
Oh.
Like he cleans.
You're one of those people.
He cleans and he folds, and when I feel like it, he cleans and he folds, and everything is spotless. Everything is neatly packed, ready to go. And then he gracefully, or so it seems, because of who came down prior, comes down the stairs.
Gracefully then Caius.
Yes. Very nice. He just looks very like sparkly.
Oh, hey Newman! Welcome to the party!
Good morning, boys.
Hey, hi Caius, how are you going?
Hello!
Looking very dashing as always.
Oh, thank you. It's my
Join
new armor.
us.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Athena, can you teleportation circle an undead head?
Yes.
We're gonna say
Well, that's the first part of this conversation you guys will hear.
we could just say by courier or something, surely.
Effectively an object at the point of death.
Is this a prank or something?
An arcane
No, we are trying to get Rook's
perspective.
head to the noble.
I guess if we send a message with it, like,
Head incoming, and then send it in the teleportation circle. And maybe, if we time it right, it will happen in the middle of this wedding.
Where?
I kind of like
It may help the situation.
Where
If the wedding is ruined, then the noble may have a chance to sweep their boss off their feet.
Where are you sending it?
That's possible.
To the noble.
We don't know. I just sent a message to kind of find out. So are you sending by courier or what are we doing? What's the plan, guys?
Teleportation circle?
Rook has that head she had when we first met her,
If we can get an okay, I can teleportation circle there and teleportation circle back and be back in time, like get us back in time to...
Oh, no, I mean just the head.
Yeah, no, we don't have time for that.
Oh, but you can pick up the
I
money.
can't teleportation circle just the head.
Oh, I suppose we will have to go then.
Okay, Rook, I can hit you up with something, but you need to pay me, yeah?
All right.
I've been working on a spell, and I reckon I can solve both of our problems, but you're gonna need to pay me for it, okay?
Okay.
I can get the head, and I can send it to him pretty much straight away. But you're gonna need to give me 100 gold.
What is this spell, Bertie?
It's a spell I kind of came up with. I've been working on a couple of spells. I've just been trying to play around with stuff like my face step and stuff like that. But I can send an item across the space if I can find out where they are. That is, you know.
That is quite
You're
useful.
gonna need to pay me.
Athena, were you gonna charge me for the teleportation?
No?
I just look at Bertie.
Well, that's fine then. You can do whatever you like. Have fun, Athena.
I will go with you if you need. I did not have anything else planned this morning, and I pack light. My bags are on my back at this current moment, so...
Absolutely. Hopefully it'll be a quick delivery, although hopefully it won't be mad that I didn't stick to the schedule.
I mean, the entire city fell, so I feel like you have a very good excuse.
That is true. I mean, you haven't met him, but that is true.
Oh, yes, Caius, by the
I'm
way,
sorry, what?
Wild Shade has fallen.
Oh.
When? What? What? Why? When?
How long ago was it? A few weeks? Less than? I don't know.
About 3 weeks ago, just
3 weeks ago, and there was essentially a coup, but not really. This lady who was a cultist, she was trying to summon her demon god by killing all of the other members of the politics there. I am not from this country. I don't really understand how the politics work. But she killed them and then tried to bring her god back. But who is a devil, by the way. But something went wrong for reasons. And now a demon is back instead.
It's that world ending thing we mentioned a little yesterday, I think. You know?
Oh.
The quest we're on, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Well,
guys are
it was
involved in
collateral.
some shady shit.
Blame the convocations. They are the ones who hired us again after
Yeah.
we fucked up the first
We're not
time.
very clever. Clearly they aren't either. Yeah.
Venus stares at you.
Bertie stares back at her. Just smiley, very wide.
You're both pots and kettles, and you can call each other whatever you like.
Yeah.
That was me as a player talking. That was not Anya talking.
The head
The
business.
convocation
You
had
sort
their
that out?
Yeah.
Yeah, their reasons are stupid. The reasons are they want us to get the blame. Instead of them for sending idiots to do the job of the people who are more competent.
It's also keep the knowledge between as few people as possible to avoid
Yeah, but
panic.
if people have clearly fucked up, that's on them, darling.
Oh, well.
That's all right. All right then, Athena. How quickly can you do the teleportation?
Well, it takes a minute, I believe it is, to cast the spell.
Would anyone else like to come?
No.
Little field trip?
Not interested. I gotta set up my cart, get everything all sorted. Have fun, Rook.
Oh. All right.
With like your free trip and everything. Enjoy.
Oh. Fighting words.
Guys, bye.
This way you will get paid instead of us just dumping ahead and you collecting later.
Yeah, I'm quite excited about that cash.
Boys?
Would you like to check out Wild
Is the
Shade?
pay really worth it though?
Is he
Considering
in wild shape? Because that
lump
might be a
sum
little
you
bit
just got?
concerning.
It's more a principle thing.
I can send a quick sending to
Oh, Birdie.
try to work out.
I'm gonna start packing now. Have fun, guys. I'll meet you at the airship. Bye.
I go and help Birdie.
Stop. Oh, thanks, Caius. You're a treasure.
Right. So,
Neumann? You in?
Neumann takes a pastry. He's like, yeah, I'll come round.
for the sake of time, the sending happens, the teleportation circle happens. You get your money. It was a relatively low-paying bandit job that you had around what level 5,
What
level
happened
6.
at the wedding?
I had
Has the
extra
wedding
lore,
happened
but
yet?
I forgot to
No.
send it to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they still wouldn't pay.
when-
Can I just say some of the lore that is not told to Rook, but this is like lore behind the head?
Please.
Yes, but I withhold the right to.
I'm not going to change the pay.
He withholds the right to go shh
Yeah.
at any given point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I withhold the right to say that's not true.
This is just what the nobles were doing. Basically, they wanted the bandit killed because they knew of some other nobles that were like funding the banditing, and they're going to blackmail them now. That's pretty much why they wanted Rook to do that. So there's the lore,
Fair enough.
but they ain't going to tell Rook. They're not going to
Yeah.
pay her well for it.
Had we actually discussed how much she was getting paid?
No.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh my god, it was 500,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, it's
What a
amazing.
well-paying job.
More
much
like
money.
500 gold.
That's still pretty good money.
500 gold?
500 gold.
I feel like it would have been 100 gold if I had suggested 500,000.
No, it literally was going to be 500 before you said that.
You say that, but I'm going to choose to think that it's another I got Caius a discount situation.
Of course.
So where did we get teleported to?
Yeah, and how was Wild
Yeah.
Shade?
Yeah.
Was it Wild
You
Shade or
weren't
was he outside
teleported
of
to
Wild
Wild
Shade?
Shade.
Oh, it's near.
You were teleported to. It probably would have been. Durham.
Oh, okay.
Like just.
Is that where the refugees from Wild Shade have gone?
No, it just happens that this particular noble has like a.
The next
Like
one.
essentially, like a smaller secondary estate in Durham.
Yeah. Cool.
And you probably saw that like there are expansions being made to that estate because it's like, well, it's easier to like. There may not be a Wild Shade to go back to.
That's fair. Okay.
So where did the refugees end up? Or did they just go
all over the
everywhere?
place.
Yeah.
okay.
Mainly the ground.
Oh, Jake, that was dark. That was so dark.
Most of
Do you feel bad? I feel
most
bad.
of them fled early on because of the devil
Living with dwarves
incursion.
underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, level of the dwarves.
6 feet underground.
Yeah. Already?
Oh.
All right.
Heavens.
So,
Yes.
you get back, and whoever was going to get Vola's party does that, and
Probably
you
me.
and you eventually go to the airship, and unless there's anything anyone wants to do last minute, then you're ushered onto the airship.
What's the description?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do we bring the cart?
Yeah, we bring in the cart. Like, what's happening with that?
So there's
Oh,
I'm bringing Fredwood.
there
We
is
have to
like a
stash them under the ship, or
It's like Spirit of Tasmania sort of boating, I'm imagining.
there's
You can bring your car. Your car can't find it.
there's a hole, like there's a fairly big hole, like this the ship which you're introduced to as the Gold Chaser is a lot.
gold chaser, you say?
Yes, it is a specifically a long distance cargo transport, and as such it is equipped to withstand the dangers of sky travel. So it looks, of the sky ships you see docked here, it does seem to be probably one of the sturdier, bulkier ones, because it's designed for long distance. So it's a mostly wooden hull reinforced with a lot of bronze, and unlike a sea ship, it doesn't actually have sails. It's almost submarine-like in the way that it's just the body essentially. Like I know submarines, like a plane, would have depends on the submarine design, doesn't it? The submarine probably is the most apt comparison. So it basically is it's like a ship. It is like a sea ship though, but without the sails and the extruding acoustic.
So it doesn't just look like a flying wooden and bronze sausage.
No.
That would be cute.
Wow. Is it just round? How the fuck does it fly?
You gather that there is some sort that it is some sort of arcane mechanism to it, as well as
okay.
You do see that.
But if it's run by magic, they could have made it look like anything, and they made it look like an oval.
Not an oval. It is like a ship shape.
It is in ship shape.
It is in ship shape.
You do see some of the smaller ones do have the wings, and they almost resemble sails. So you gather that they relied a lot more, that those were probably older designs that relied a lot more on the mechanical aspect, with just the arcane to supplement, with the arcane, the mechanical aspect supplementing the arcane, whereas something nice and heavy what
material is it made out of?
So predominantly wood and bronze reinforcements. There is in key points there is adamantine, and the what's it called? I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Deck.
No, the sculpture.
The lady on the front.
Yeah. The figurehead. That's it. Is made of gold with.
And what is the figurehead?
Oh boy!
So the figurehead.
Rip it off.
When we're walking up, it's like, oh yeah, this is cool. Oh, just stares at this figurehead, which looks like this.
The figurehead is of a dwarven figure. It's, other than the fact that it has a beard, it doesn't seem to have any either masculine or feminine features.
Fair enough.
Is this like a deity or
Is this Goldbeard?
No.
Is this beard gold?
Yeah.
You know, the mighty
chaser.
beard gold.
No, the beard is actually silver. There is silver used.
The whole thing is gold except for
Well, no. So there is it is
I don't know why
predominantly
that's so
gold,
funny to
but
me.
as you get closer, you notice that there are
the individual
detailings to it.
hairs made of silver, because that's whack.
No, it does seem to be a solid section of silver, and then there's silvering to the eyes, and so certain details are brought out.
So this is what Bird is going to steal as soon as we dock.
It looks gorgeous. Do you see the figurehead? That looks amazing. It looks so cool.
It's pretty shiny.
I'm really excited about this
anything.
now.
I am blind.
Yeah, we know.
That was a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I
You
can
say
see
that often.
Catherine
Yeah.
Yeah.
with me.
So
Yeah.
so you're ushered onto the ship.
right.
Your cart is taken down to the hull.
Brady personally, has to be there. He oversees this personally.
It's
gotta make sure
Matthias is
Montgomery's-
also there with Fredwood, making sure that he's comfortable.
All right.
Hope you're okay down there, Montgomery. Please be careful. I'll come visit you every day, okay? You look after yourself. He gives him a pastry as he's being led down.
Caius, just as we tie up Fredwood, just looks at him, puts his head on Fredwood's head and goes,
Oh my gosh.
That is both exactly what I was expecting and not what I was expecting at all.
That's great. That's
As if you were expecting him to do something weird.
Yeah,
Caius.
but then he was like, oh yeah, he puts his head to Fredwood's, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe he's going to make this a sweet moment, and then he did exactly what I expected in the
sweet.
first place.
Yeah, it is.
I said, I love you, I'll see you soon.
Very
horse.
cute. Oh, that's great. Looking forward to this
yeah.
trip now.
Permission to add a language to his, not horse, just whatever your horse's name is, and write his name in there as the language.
Grant Fredrickson by me.
Fredwood.
Fredwood. Yeah.
Because I wanted to name it Fred, and my youngest sister wanted to name it
That's
Edward.
right.
So we compromised and called it Fredwood.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Isn't that the name of like a...
Jedward is the other name.
Yeah.
Which I thought of after I figured out and called it Fredwood. I was like,
Perfect.
oh, that's going to be like
That's good.
very close to copyright.
I can imagine that the horse kind of looks like Jedward.
Oh yeah, he's got like the mane sticking out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Great.
Yeah.
Exactly what I expect. Oh boy.
So yes, so you are introduced to some of the members of the crew as part of boarding procedure. Most important is the captain, a middle-aged dwarven woman by the name of Soldora.
Attractiveness, sorry.
Oh, right, yeah.
By the
this
name of
training.
Soldora.
She's an 8.
Nice.
Beautiful.
You do.
Beautiful lady.
You are told that
Delicious.
if you're talking to her socially, then you're fine to call her Soldora. But if you're talking to her about any official business, then you are to address her as Captain Windfeather.
Windfeather. Okay.
Oh, shit! She's part of the Windfeather family.
Yeah.
How's she related? I want to know. Anya doesn't care, but I want to know.
She is Dawn's older sister.
Previous OC Betty's, I'm assuming.
That's this. Prothea has an aunt?
Oh, that's very nice.
An aunt from the good side of the family. Oh no. Darby, is she crazy?
No.
Okay,
We'll
that's
find
good.
out.
At least
we'll
some
find
part
out.
of the
We've got about a month to figure it out.
That's right.
All right. You're also introduced to Bonis, the first mate.
He's a 4. She's a 4. What was her name?
Bonis.
Bonus.
Bonnys.
Well, that is not how I spelled that.
Same.
Who else would you be introduced to? Garda, the surgeon. So you're told if you have any health issues to go to him.
Who is a... Sorry. Oh, fuck. You want to get stabbed on this trip. Here's a 10. Oh.
Oh no.
The loins, they be quivering.
Okay.
Probably also... Probably also, who would it be? Probably Maldar, the weapons master. So being head of security, you get the idea that it's more of like a security theater type thing of like
He's average. He's about a
trying
5.
to make you feel like you're safe. Like it doesn't really do anything to your safety, but
Which is hilarious considering who we are as a party.
Yeah.
We walk on like fully clad in plate mail and just like looking like we kill everything. And they're
Needs to be
like,
protected.
"Hi, where's the protection?"
Yeah. Hi, I'm Nelda. I'm your weapons master.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
So Maldar, he is around probably early Middle Ages.
Really?
Early Middle
He
Age
was in
for
the
a
Middle
dwarf.
Ages.
Yeah. He's that old.
Yeah. For those familiar with Dwarven Ages, which I think you probably would be as a noble.
I
sort.
come here every now and then.
Yeah. So probably early mid-hundreds,
What? That's
like in age.
That's not middle age.
But it's starting to get there.
Yeah. Cool.
What?
Alright.
They live to like 1,000.
No, they live to like 400.
Oh, I've had a very warped misconception of dwarven ages, considering how many dwarven characters
I
I
don't
have for the
understand
planet
tiny
of
ages.
On the
Beatrice.
internet, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
That hurts my feelings. I thought dwarves and elves lived around the same. Oh, is my conceptions on elven age wrong too?
They're about 700-800 typically.
Very tragic. Very tragic.
Listening to a real life mental breakdown here, listeners.
I have that feel about actual D&D facts all the time.
Yeah,
I can't believe dwarves die
Don't
earlier
know
than
D&D.
being immortal. They should just live forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there someone like scrubbing the deck
Yeah.
that we see?
Yeah, there's
Sorry, that was me. If you notice an image difficulty in your video viewing, I accidentally tugged the wire. We good.
Okay.
there's like you see there is a lot
Are there
of
three of
miscellaneous.
them? Are there three of them on the deck currently scrubbing the deck?
There's probably about half a dozen.
No, just say three.
There's
Three within
I'll
close
say
vicinity.
there's three doing actual like scrubbing work.
A 5, a 6, and a 7.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And they're triplets.
Fair enough.
But they're like
They're-
ascending attractiveness.
Yeah.
There are no triplets on this manifest.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Oh well. That's
Oh,
right. Yeah, I guess we made sure that everything's
Yeah.
on board and
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I'm looking forward to actually ascending. Never been on an airship.
Neither have I. This will be fun.
yeah. Good experience.
Maybe you will fare slightly better than the water ship.
I
mean, it's
hope
not like
so,
we can
because I'm not good on water ships.
look at it this way. Neumann won't be driving,
Yeah, I'm actually quite glad about that. I'll be able to do other stuff.
and you won't have a blind
yeah.
woman navigating,
Yeah, that'll help, I guess.
and you won't have to look at Tanip's face for the entire journey.
Yeah, you're right.
You
Don't mention her name to me. I don't want to speak about
you
her.
notice when you make the comment about blind woman navigating, you notice like through Hafren vision that like there's a couple of nearby like lower crewmen like
Yeah.
give a look of what did she just say in your direction. Just
She's
a brief
unfazed
look
by
of
that.
confusion.
They'll find out. It's going to be a long journey.
Oh boy.
Just before we set off, Caius wants to get like as involved as possible in like setting off and like learning whatever he can about it. So he's like
so
right
cute.
up with Captain Windfeather and Bonnet and just like asking for like, if there's anything he can do and wants to learn.
By the way,
stuff.
I'm going to be on the verge of tears anytime anyone says Captain Windfeather. Just because
cute.
Corinthia has an aunt. Oh.
So she tells you to stay back. You're welcome to watch, but yeah, it's very protected, like the actual processes.
Caius, dear, stay away from the edge. You don't want to fall off. Not
I'm, like,
that heavy armor of
looking
yours.
over.
It's gonna be real high up.
How over are you going to look?
Well, I'm still very nervous because I haven't done this before. So I'm like, the edges here, and I'm just sort of like.
We're still on the ground. We haven't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't. Like, I'm like, ooh.
I was like, but he's just like sitting with his back against like the room, like not comfortable about the impending flight.
Rook's gonna go sit with you.
Oh. Hi, Rook. Have you been on an airship before?
I definitely have not. I wasn't too happy about just the water ship.
Oh, great.
Travel.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not
This
good
is
on
very
water
weird.
ships.
I mean, me being very tall personally, very cool. Me being extremely high up in the air, not as fun.
I can get that. It's gonna be a really interesting trip, I think. Well, I'm glad to know even you're not comfortable with this, with your big muscles and everything. Like, I would think that you wouldn't be afraid of anything.
You would think
Not
that
you're
would
afraid,
be less
just-
comforting.
well, oh boy, I can't wait.
Oh man, yeah, I have a pastry.
Anya hands out pastries
Child's
so that they have something to chew on. She also offers one to Captain Windfeather. Would you like a pastry? Also, thank you for letting us join your voyage passage. I am not.
It's a passage.
Yes, there we go.
Thank you for the pastry. And you notice, like, she doesn't eat it while you're talking.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
As soon as she turns her back to go back to her work, like, you see, like...
Quickly before she does turn back, Anya might like kind of half follow her actually and just be like, so Windfeather, I have heard that name before actually.
Yes? Yeah, I would imagine you probably would have. My niece got involved with, events that will probably go down as historically important.
Oh yes, I was there also.
Really?
Yes, I saw your niece in action. I was wondering if you were related to her, which obviously, her being your niece, you are.
Yes,
We actually had dealings with her 2 days ago, 3 days ago. It must have been a bit funny, always, within this podcast. I'm not breaking the fourth wall. It's fine.
I haven't seen her since she was a small child. I doubt she even remembers me at this point.
Well, she is a very interesting character, but you should be proud of her? I don't know, she punched her mom.
Ingra probably had it coming.
Well then, yeah, you should be proud of her. Anyway, I should let you get back to setting up.
Don't let any of the others
Oh no, of course, it
get
is.
back that I said that. Like, she's, I guess, still technically my sister-in-law, but yeah, you might like some
Oh, it's
would probably
treason.
try.
It's fine. I am.
Some would
good at
probably
sleep.
try to swing it as being a treasonous thought and try to have me locked up
Unquoted,
for-
yes,
yeah.
I get it. Trust me, I have had my fair share of how to phrase this in a way that won't get me kicked off the ship. I am on the level,
All right.
so my lips are sealed. But thank you very much for allowing us passage. I will go check on the others now to make sure Caius has not fallen off and Bertie has not thrown up.
I'm bounding around the ship.
She's like a puppy.
Caius, you should probably sit down before we take off.
I'll just sit where I am.
Roll me
probably in the middle.
an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics?
Bounce around. No, from him running around.
Oh no. Please don't fall off the ship
Acrobatics.
before you even
Gee.
take off.
20.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
You,
that's amazing.
yeah, you're fine. Like,
It's kind of like a puppy, isn't he? I hope that's not weird to say, Neumann. Like, you being a cat man and everything. That's probably a bit weird mentioning dogs around you. Is that...
I mean, like,
I think
yeah,
that might be a bit racist.
we resemble
Oh yeah,
cats,
sorry,
I guess, a little bit, but
sorry.
I'm a
I'm
tabaxi.
very nervous right
Yeah.
now. I apologize.
No, it's
You
it's
can
weird.
have my pastry that Anya gave me.
Oh, wait, was this is the one next to the head, wasn't it?
I don't remember. You can have it.
I didn't get any blood and I didn't put it on the food.
Yeah.
Neumann, given these things you have eaten in the short time we have known each other, would it matter?
Well, yeah, the stuff I've eaten has been good food, minus one thing that I can particularly think of, which was your pedal, but
Yeah, please don't eat like parts of like my pedal, like petals. And, Oh, okay, yeah, don't do that.
yeah. No, but no. Yeah,
I'm sure the ship's manifest would include mayonnaise, and you can just put it on the pastry and imagine that there is no blood.
I'm thinking, if they don't have mayonnaise, maybe I might even make something that can give me mayonnaise. There's one thing I can think of.
Oh no, please don't.
Oh, I have made a grave mistake.
But yeah, anyways.
Boy, I can't wait for this trip.
Now, this is Jake speaking. There was a weapon person, wasn't there, on the ship?
Yes,
Wasn't there?
there are two.
A weapon
in fact.
master.
There is one that you were introduced to as part of the process of.
Yeah, that's who I want to talk to.
Okay. So you go up to Maldar. He is So as I said, around about middle of his 2nd century. So around 150, maybe a bit younger, maybe a bit older. And he's reasonably well armored. Not as much as you when you're wearing your full. Are you fully armored at this point?
Yes.
Or? Yes. Okay.
So I do not come in stealthily, no.
Yeah. Not as armored as you, but still a decent amount of armor on him.
Yeah, sure. Cool. I'll walk in.
Yeah. Can I help you?
Look, I wanted to ask a favour. We met earlier, but I would like to use some of my downtime to make something. I'm a tinkerer. You see, I make little things, and I was just wondering, do you have any I'm guessing you have a workshop perhaps, or maybe some tools or something that I might be able to borrow. Like, I won't get in your way, absolutely, and I'll even help you with anything that you might need as well. But just a little bit of space to work with would be good. Instead of being coached up in a room, maybe.
Just trying to think. The most I can think of is maybe in the medical cabin when it's not got people needing medical attention.
So you have nowhere to tend to your weapons, or we do maintenance or anything like that?
Shade!
We do, but it's not really set up for tinkering. It's more set up for maybe the bit of sharpening, but we don't tend to reuse bolts and ballistae. We don't tend to reuse crossbow and ballistae bolts because most of them go off the ship if we do need them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, that's all good. I might just have to. I just thought I'd try and see if anything could make my life a little bit easier.
Talk to the hot surgeon and use his hot surgeon room. Also, it's very ironic that the sexy surgeon is called Garter. I'm just saying.
Oh, true.
I'm just saying.
Is the ship about to take off, or is it taking?
So the ship. Yeah. So you hear the call that the ship's about to take off, and a moment later you feel a slight jostle as you hear the slight, from where you are, the barely perceptible sound of some sort of you're not sure what it is. It's almost like a fiery roar, almost like in a forge or something like that. As the ship begins to ascend, it's a little jostly at first, but after about 20-30 minutes, it reaches altitude and steadies off.
Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
This is amazing!
This is good.
Anya rolled a
Good.
16 con save also, by the way, so she's fine.
I rolled a 14. Yeah.
14. Yeah. Like once
Cool.
14, you probably feel a little bit shaky during the ascent, but like for all of you really, like once it evens off at altitude, it almost just feels like you're standing in the middle of the street. Except for the fact that you see there are clouds like below you, to the sides of you, and above you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's quite
So-
moist up here.
How fast are we moving then?
Reasonably fast. Do I have a speed on here? It's about it is about double the speed of like of a sea ship.
What's the weather
So
like?
Very cloudy, I guess.
Yeah, but is it stormy cloudy? Because that's bad. But if it's sunny cloudy,
I think it's about
Sunny clouds are
9 miles per hour.
Okay. Well,
So if
yes.
if Neumann got
Miles,
his
I know
immovable rod,
how
right?
much they
Which
be.
is
Oh no!
please, darn.
No, this is. I need to test
have to
this.
test
I need to
it.
test this
No.
right now. Though.
9. So it's about 15 kilometers an hour.
So say Neumann brought out his immovable rod and he went click click, like on off. What would happen?
You would be. Roll me a dexterity saving throw to see how quickly you manage that.
And
Stuck in the air for all eternity.
that's a 19.
Okay, 19. So you start off fairly towards the front of the ship. Mm-hmm. And in that second that you go like click click, you fly like towards the back of the ship, but you're still on the deck.
Neumann, I didn't know you were aware of teleportation.
nearly lost Neumann there.
You were
okay. This is a good
capable.
start.
I just
alright?
need to. I'm all good. I just needed to test something. I've got a theory going at the moment.
You should roll a con save. That'd be pretty displacing.
Well, really, it's just my inertia.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
that's still really
yeah.
displacing.
Yeah.
It'd feel nauseating
Actually, so
to
yes.
suddenly be in a different spot.
Well, I
it's
just
probably
like to.
not that
I just
extreme.
like to think that like
It's
he
quite,
like
it's
It makes me feel sick thinking
it's
about
just
it.
like
What are
something
you talking
something
about?
moved
Not
under his feet,
extreme.
but he was
it's
holding
probably
on to
not
something,
as
so it's
extreme a
fine.
distance as I was thinking. Because if it's 15 kilometers an hour, it's about 15 feet every 6
Come on,
seconds.
this is D&D.
Yeah,
We
come
don't
on,
need
I don't want
math.
maths.
So it's-
Please, I don't want to talk more
So
about
it's
maths.
it's all like you have run
Counting the dots on the
faster.
dice is enough.
Like you have run faster than
These
that.
don't even have dots.
Don't. This is going very well.
Alright, but yeah.
Excellent.
And now this is just a player question. If I were to use this spell, would it move with the ship?
I don't think it would.
Yes, this is what I was worried about.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be great for numerous things.
One end of the
Nap time.
Yeah, cause no, it would.
Yeah,
It would
it was just a
stay
yes or
in the
no.
air.
Just a yes or no answer is all I wanted.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It would not move with the ship.
Oh, that's sick ass.
Yeah. All right. So, for simplicity's sake, is there anything people want to do in their first, say, week on the ship?
Well, Caius, for about 2 hours every day, just because there's nothing else to do, it would just be practicing swordplay on the top of the ship.
Nice.
How long does it take to learn a language?
It takes.
I will also say for 2
I know it
hours
depends
every
on
day,
intelligence.
What is your intelligence?
Chills out in the
modifier?
deck.
0.
Just reading books.
I believe it is 10
Some
weeks.
always
10 weeks?
nearby.
Double check
Looks like
that.
little eye holes in them. 10 weeks by studying how long per day?
Basically your full 8 hours. So, I believe. Let me double check that. But yeah, so if I will get back to you when I find it in here. Anyone else has anything else?
Yeah, Rook is definitely going to see Kaya's practicing and ask if she can train together.
Oh, yes, of course. By all means, I'd be more than happy to.
Seen you fighting back before, and you're quite the competent fighter, and I reckon the amount of time we're going to be spending on this ship together, we gotta have a good training, buddy. Can't let your skills go on dull.
You know what? I think that's a wonderful idea. Actually, I was interested in your fighting style as well, after seeing you fight as well.
Oh,
It reminds me of an old friend of mine.
Ah, you knew a couple of barbarians in the past?
I did, yes. Yes, no, it was, yes, no, yes. Let's fight!
I mean, alright, if you don't want to talk about it.
Oh, it's
Sure.
nothing, it's...
Just thinking you seem like the fancy type.
Oh, yes, well, you know, you can't pick your
Fancy
adventurers,
armor.
I guess. Whoever, yes, chooses to come along on adventures and you form friendships and... Yes.
I didn't realize you're an old hat at this. I don't know, I thought we just kind of pulled you along into this.
Oh, no, I've been adventuring for quite some time now. Pretty much since I was an adult, since I left my family, I've been out seeking adventure and not too exciting. We haven't brought down any cities or anything, but yes, no.
Are you looking to bring down cities?
No, not at all. To be fair, the most amount of excitement that I've had is, fighting the occasional wolf or highwayman. There was one occasion with a couple of trolls, but that didn't go quite well, but that's fine.
Can Anya have been reading in the background, which is very funny to watch, by the way, because it's her holding a book in front of
So
Hagrid.
basically, it's like
and
Anya's
turning
reading a book, and so is Birdie, just in earshot.
Yeah.
Great.
And she's just like, so how many years, Caius, have you been traveling?
Oh, I'd say probably close to 10 now, maybe a bit over.
Oh. It's been, a bit over 200 years for me.
Okay,
Yeah. So you know.
well,
The
great.
cities
Didn't
will
know it
come.
was a competition, but okay.
No, I mean, the cities will come eventually.
Oh,
Maybe it won't take quite as long for you, but you will conquer cities one day.
Worrying to hear.
I'll be honest, not my intention.
It wasn't mine either.
Just
So,
happened.
It happens. It will
Okay.
just happen one day.
So, heads up with the training.
Yep.
So it takes 10 work weeks, which can be reduced if you have an intelligence modifier. Training costs 25 gold per work week. So what we can say is that you basically found essentially a book course or something. If you want to flavor it as you're reading to yourself, with Catherine, and yeah, so it would have cost. So what would it be? So 250 gold to buy that book, and then and it's basically teach yourself. So what language?
Do
do you
it.
learn?
Infernal for dummies.
Can it be written by an owl?
Yes, an owl.
Yeah.
By an owl.
I love
And
it.
there's secretly a curse on it that if you don't do well,
Yeah, it'll kill you.
You don't do it every day.
Infernal
The elf comes to life.
Probably taught more by a tiefling.
No, it's an owl.
It's an owl. It's
an
a
owl.
green little owl that
Green
will
owl.
murder you.
It's an infernal
We're not name
owl.
dropping.
Okay, well,
It's non-sponsored,
if it's a tiefling,
but
can
please
his name be
sponsor us, evil little owl.
But,
Okay.
yeah, so-
Sounds from Darby, so no.
Is it written by at least the tiefling? Is the tiefling's name Sir Dual Linquist?
No, but it is.
It is.
No.
I want to see the Duolingo owl as this picture, okay?
Duality
It has to be
is the name of the
Duolingo owl.
Duality.
We'll take that.
Cool.
Okay.
We'll take it.
Alright then, we'll take it.
And unlike most tieflings, his skin is green.
Yeah, it's green.
And he looks like
I'll allow that at least.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. It's very weird
So
and
you
very
guys-
disconcerting.
are you
There's
guys-
an artist's portrait at the back of this book. Anya is grateful that she doesn't have eyes. Oh, she does. They're just a very cloudy and
fair.
disturbing colour. Oh, Kai's hasn't seen them yet. That's interesting.
Okay, are you guys like slugging away? Like, what are you doing? So you're just like.
I guess
are
we're
you
sort of
punching
having a
each other or sparring
conversation.
if you're fighting?
Yeah.
I get we're sort of like warming up, getting ready.
Yeah, swinging about.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
having a
is
chat.
funny.
Yeah.
Because we're sitting here reading books, perving on different respective people,
Yeah.
watching
I'll
them
say all
fight.
of it to nothing.
Ah, yes,
I'm-
the beefy ones.
Gonna say, for the sake of brevity for this training session, I'll get you each to do basically a series of 3 opposed strength checks.
Okay. Cool.
Just
5 gold on
regular
rook
strength
training.
check, not a
Have you
save.
both got athletics?
Yes.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Five
I'll allow
gold
you to
on
do it
rook.
as athletics
Alright,
checks.
10 on Kai's winning. Fine.
15.
27.
Oh no!
So Caius gets a few swings in, and Rook is kind of struggling to keep pace.
This
at
is
this
best
point.
of 3,
yes,
yes?
this is so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So
Come on.
like it's a protracted battle, but for the mechanic side of things, so second roll.
I feel bad, so I sort
Nice
of hold
one.
back on this second one.
No, no.
Oh, you know.
I do.
22.
14.
14. Yeah. So Rook
Yes, go.
eventually steals herself, gets her footing back, and starts to kind of channel her rage into, without going into a full-on rage, which I will allow you to do if you want, which will give you advantage on the check.
Oh, come on.
And starts to push Kaya's back.
Bertie phobic here. Jesus.
We made bets.
No, I'm just saying that because she's
you
got
can continue.
that
Yeah, it's fine.
as a resource.
Caius would probably go into a wild magic surge just to get advantage on it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or not to do the surge, but to do the Tides of Chaos.
So use Tides of Chaos
Yeah.
to get advantage. Yeah. So you both get advantage on this roll basically.
Oh, okay. 28.
21.
Oh.
I'll take that
And
gold as
yeah,
well.
so-
Thank you.
Push back and
Knock him to the floor?
you see Rook essentially allow her rage to fully encompass her and
Oh my god.
strike him back, and she stops short of actually
A coin in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
And she just kind of stands up, puts her weapon away, is like, nice one.
Good job,
the fighter. Thank you
This is
for
quite a
the
fight.
good match.
Yeah.
Do you guys do a crisp high five after a good training
Yeah,
session?
Absolutely. Yeah.
We'll do the high five.
Anya comes up to Rook and she's like, now you've earned this, and gives her 5 gold.
Oh, the five, yeah, I bet you give you the 5 gold as well. Very begrudgingly.
Oh, thanks. Were you betting on us?
Yes.
No, I mean, yeah, well, actually, this gives me an idea, though. Like, it was very impressive to
Very
witness.
entertaining. I had a very good time watching and winning gold.
Yep, it's great.
Glad I could do that
didn't
for you.
realise that there was. Oh, I would have. Sorry. I feel bad now.
It's fine. It's no
He knew the risk.
No, yeah, it's no problem. But actually, Ashley, can I take you and Rook and Caius aside for a moment?
Okay.
Sure.
Can I just come over here, away from her? Okay, this actually gives me a good idea. Like, that was really, fun to watch.
You know I can still hear you, right?
Please
We're on
go
the
away,
same
Anya.
boat.
You're not my favorite person
She has
right now.
really good ears.
Okay, okay. Anyway, so this is really fun to watch. I reckon we could like make this a thing on the ship, because like it's gonna get real boring if we're here like for a whole month. We could like have like a little fight, like a show fight or something. That'd be pretty cool, right? What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
Go away, Anya. No one wants to talk to you right now.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
what do you
not
guys
very
think?
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to get in some training, so I'd be.
Yeah, like it
Fine
wouldn't
to
have
do
to
it, I
be
guess.
like soon. It could be like, in a couple of weeks or something. I could like drum up some support. Or like, yeah, I think that'd be great, yeah?
I mean, I guess so. Probably it's useful having that kind of competitive element for training.
Yeah,
I
precisely. And like,
suppose.
you guys were fighting really well. Like, I reckon you deserve like some cheering and like some just general like people throwing their bras at you and stuff like that. I think that'd be great, you know?
I will throw my hat into the ring. I am quite good at fighting.
You had your you want to fight?
Yes. Do you not think you could take me?
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting any of you. That's funny. That's real funny. No way. But like, I mean, it could be like a group thing. That would be interesting. I
Oh
reckon.
yes, we could do a 3-way. That's a good idea.
Is that in character as well as out?
No, that was just completely out of character. Anya's just like, well, I would not phrase it like that, but I do get your point.
Interesting.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well,
Group
that'd be
battle's
pretty.
always a good training tactic.
Yeah, well, leave it with me. I'll get it all organized. I think we could do like out here on the deck or something like maybe Neumann. Where has he been up to actually? He's been like.
I think he is
I haven't seen
building
him much this
something.
week.
We should be very
Oh
worried.
no, it's probably the mayonnaise jug. I'm concerned. Well,
Wait, he can make mayonnaise?
Oh no! What have you done?
yeah.
My goodness, what a talent!
Well, he can't yet, so there's still hope. But yeah, well, leave it with me. I'll look into it. I think that'd be really fun. What do you guys think? Yeah.
Can I ask something about the mayonnaise?
Please don't. But yes.
You're so horrified about it. I'm just like, is this a sex thing?
No! God, I hope not.
I hope not. I mean, you'd have to ask him and
thank
then
God.
I guess.
Okay,
I just
Quickly,
really?
do not draw that.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Don't draw it.
If I may be frank, I don't think Neumann swings well any form of ways that would involve the act of intercourse.
Oh well, I relate this
Especially not
entirely,
with mayonnaise.
and I'm very glad that the mayonnaise is not involved.
Okay, revelations all around.
I think we are all. Well, this is just my assumption. I mean, maybe talk to him about it. Who knows? Maybe Neumann does fuck.
Okay, well, I don't want to picture that right now. Yeah,
But I prefer to believe not.
so Fight Club. Yeah, I'll get on it. I'll like spread the word.
Should we?
In a couple of weeks.
Okay,
yeah?
but should we not talk about the Fight Club when it comes to the captain and the crew?
Oh no, you should tell everyone because well, for reasons. But yeah.
Are the reasons placing bets? Because I will place more bets.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like yeah.
Wonderful.
I'll run them. You know, I'm good with money.
Double or nothing on round 2.
We'll see. We'll see. 5 gold does hurt me a lot, so okay. I'll get on that then. Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
Sure.
Of course, continue like you're practicing everything. It's all
Please,
Right.
good. Yeah.
please continue.
All right.
As Rook and I go back, I feel like we might be being used.
I've got that suspicion myself.
Meanwhile, we cut to Neumann.
Oh yeah, he's just in. Well, okay. Do we have personal quarters or
Do we
have to go to the cabin?
Quarters? Yeah.
I think
Surely we'd have like little rooms or.
Do we have hammocks?
there is
I like hammocks.
there is a guest quarters. I just need to check what the layout is on this particular.
I'm trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Don't worry, no one's noticed a thing.
And especially not when I pointed it out on podcast. Don't worry about it. You didn't notice, so it doesn't matter.
I'm very suspicious right now.
You should always be suspicious of it.
absolutely.
You are the DM. That is your job.
All right. So, Is that it? Is that which
So
one?
quarters exist for Neumann?
There are quarters, but I'm
What
just-
about halves?
They need to be
Eights?
private. If they're not private, he goes to the caravan.
So the guest quarters are like there is basically you are divvied up into 2 rooms between the
Yeah, he's in the caravan then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
all right. So you're working on the
Yes.
the
but-
items that we
Marionette
discussed.
Yeah, however, there's only
no.
one though, because I realise they require attunement.
Do they really?
Yes.
You can still make it, and you could just like attune
So
whichever
having
one
to
you
would
need.
be
Yeah.
very inconvenient.
What do you mean? You could just attune whichever one you need at whatever given point.
I am aware of this, yes.
Darby doing stat stuff.
Let me know.
Cool. So how has you been working your way? Can you
So-
describe it while Darby's looking through?
I would probably allow them to not require.
Well, send him
I-
a message,
yeah.
maybe.
Well, can I just be making like a custom? Like,
Yeah.
2 in 1.
yeah, it's not
Hey,
it's not
I'll
exactly
do that.
it, but it's something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay,
Two
well then,
for one
okay,
special.
so I'll do
think
Two for one
2.
special.
The nature of the item,
I made a milk.
I feel like it would be it's punishing the player for essentially
Yes.
a flavor
Yes.
item
Yes, absolutely.
if it had to be attuned.
Absolutely. Well,
Which
yeah.
I guess in some ways, like in some circumstances, I can understand,
So,
but when it's this particular item, I'm fine with it being not attuned.
was this just for the first week, or is this
So
2 weeks?
Well, we're like I'm just starting with the first week as
Yeah,
like
sure. He's mainly going to be doing blueprinting.
Okay.
However, his door will be locked at all times when he's in there
All right.
as well.
All right.
That's really
Worrying.
concerning.
All right.
I feel like Rook for a lot of the first week is going to be like hanging around with different people, and she's also going to kind of be like, "Where's Neumann?" a lot.
You do see him around. You do see him around every now and then. And
He's
then
scurrying
he does,
and he's holding various items, and it's scary.
he does, I guess, speak with the hot doc every now and then. However, I really don't think any of these tools would be adequate. Maybe for like tweezers or something. I don't know.
That's fair.
But like, I feel like the facility of the
Excuse
the
me,
facility.
doctor. May I borrow your tweezers?
It's like the least.
That's the least sexy item.
Yeah, so I
I
feel
need
like
to inspect something.
Oh
the
no.
facility he would be using in the private caravan would be a lot more suitable for
Yeah.
what he wants to make. Yeah, sure. He'll start on those.
All right. Probably during the second week, you probably have the fight club organised. I think probably mid-second week.
Well, you'll do that eventually.
So-
I think he's trying to drum up support for
Yeah.
it. So yeah.
And you get the idea that like there's
Yeah. So
support from the
can
crew
I
to
like do a spiel? Like,
yeah.
hey class. Okay, can you come with me? Yeah.
Sure.
You just have to stand there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Like flex a little bit. Okay.
All the time.
All right. So stand next to me. Okay.
He's never flexed once in his life. He just looks like that.
Okay.
I inflate my mouth.
He presses his finger to his his throat, I guess, and uses thaumaturgy to make his voice brim out. And then he says to on the deck of the ship to where there's people scuttling around doing ship's things. He says, roll up and get ready for your chance to witness the fight of the century, or at least the most interesting thing going on up here in this dangerous little ship of ours. My name is Bertie, and I'll be running bets for the fight. And he gestures to a board he's drawn up of potential entrants and their odds. So if you've got a spare coin or a couple thousand, why not invest and make this little friendly matchup even more interesting? Here's one of the combatants. If there's anyone else who wants to join in, just come up and talk to me. But as you can see, very exciting. Anyone interested, come up and have a chat. We're going to run it in maybe a week or two. So just come talk to me. My name's Bertie, yes.
Yeah. So
That's what he says.
So you get 2 members of the crew interested.
Okay, takes their names down.
They're
Maldar
gonna kill him.
and woman named Eindish.
Orange dish.
Who's a 9? She's real baby.
No,
So Eindish is essentially
Iron dish.
is the gunner. So she's in charge of she's the officer in charge of the siege engineers, in charge of
Excellent.
like
You could say she's a
ballista,
dishy babe.
Yeah. Excellent.
Thanks very much, guys. Thank you.
you also have Athena approach you and say like that she'll be there on the sidelines to make sure no one gets killed.
Cool. I wasn't hoping they would kill each other, but that's good to know.
You never know what might happen.
Well, yeah, that's true. Someone might die at any time. Life is very short. Cool, well, that's good to know. Thank you. I will be in touch with you when we organize the fight. Thank you.
How loud was that?
Okay, so it's 3 times his normal volume.
And he's pretty loud.
You would have heard it.
I would have heard it. All right, Neumann will
the
come
people
up.
on the ground would have heard it.
Oh, Neumann!
You're over the ocean at this point.
There's a couple of dolphins. Like, hello, my name is Bert.
What's that? I'll make a bet.
So yeah, Neumann hears that and he comes up. He's like, "What are you guys doing?"
Oh, we're gonna run like a little battle royale, I guess you could say. It was originally just gonna be between Rook and Caius, but looks like a couple of people are interested in doing that too.
Why do they want to fight each other?
Just for fun, you know.
No, we're just training.
Yeah, it's just like a friendly.
I'm pretty sure I just heard Athena say that she's going to be there to stop people from dying.
Well, I mean, even with boxing and stuff like that, people might accidentally punch them. We might want to make sure there's no concussions or anything, you know.
So Neumann points at all 3 of you. He's like, "So you guys are doing fisticuffs, or?"
Oh no, I will be using my arrow.
Okay.
That's
It will be no holds barred. We have a necromancer. She will fix it up. It's fine.
when I'm raging, I can't really hold back.
I mean, that sounds pretty
As
interesting.
long as we make it non-lethal damage, no one will die.
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
I
how
can
that works, yes?
do non-lethal damage.
Okay, well, this sounds great. I'll let you guys discuss that. I'm gonna go and do something else I did go, and I'm gonna go check on Weasley. Bye.
No. Neumann puts out a hand quickly. He's like, no. This actually sounds pretty fun. Actually, put me down.
To fight? Are you joining to fight?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, exciting.
Okay, well, that's cool. Awesome. He puts his, he talks up your name as well. And yeah.
You also get all of Vola's crew on board.
Yeah.
Cool.
All of them? How many are there?
Oh,
4.
jeez.
4.
No,
Okay.
not to fight or to
fight.
patron.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can imagine that the people who aren't fighting in the one-on-one can make bets on the one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless we're all just going in a fucking circle and having at each
That's what
other.
we're doing.
Wailing
I don't know what a Royal Rumble is.
It's gonna be
The
interesting.
Royal Rumble is
assume it's a
all at once.
free-for-all,
I'm
yeah.
Is it?
aware of
Oh,
it.
okay.
Or
Everyone
it's like
else is all at once,
swappable
yeah.
Well, we can
waves.
still make bets. It's just a little
Yeah.
shady, but
just
the
gotta
whole practice
do it
is.
before we play. All right.
It's at least shady if you bet against yourself.
Oh, that's 100% what Caius was going to do. But not to be shady.
No, just self-deprecating. Excellent.
Okay, it only seems shady if you bet against yourself. It isn't necessarily. But Caius is probably too stupid to realize that that's betting against yourself.
I take offense to that.
Bad idea.
It just
Caius
makes
is
it
a
look
good
like
boy.
you're throwing.
Yeah.
You're going to throw the fight, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
He doesn't know that that's not a thing people do for that very reason.
Yeah. But yeah, so Bertie's going to spend a little bit of time organising that. He also spends a lot of time in his room as usual. Again, people watching on the deck. He goes down and checks on Mulesy every day as he promised.
One of those days, Caius is going to come down and check on Treadwood as well.
Oh, hi, Caius.
Oh, hello.
How you doing?
Oh, wonderful. Little nervous about this whole fighting thing. Doesn't really seem like it's going to be training.
I think it's kind of that was on me. It's kind of grown into something bigger. I thought it was just going to be I was looking forward to people just giving each other a little bit of a punch or something, but it's Sounds like it's gonna be a bit. Are you comfortable with that?
Well, I mean, yes.
Oh, that's good.
I'm worried about the others.
Oh, well, I'm sure like everyone's quite. I mean, I guess if we're like, if we're all wearing armor, like that'll be like it'll be protection enough, yeah. So like.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've the sword and everything, so like that's fine, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well,
Okay. Hang on. Sorry, guys. He hands his like croissant to Mulesley. He like turns around, and then like sits down with the crate. There. What's the problem?
Well, I'm just worried if we get into a large fight that, something bad might happen.
It'll be okay. Apparently, Athena said she can like help people like not die, so that's good. But like, I'll keep an eye out, so it'll be fine. You know?
Oh no, I'm not worried about that as much. I'm more worried about. Well, I sometimes. You use magic.
Yeah, I use magic.
You understand how dangerous that is.
I do, yes.
That, sometimes that just happens with me.
Do you... Sorry, what? How did you get your magic? You, like...
Oh, I use, my family are all wizards. And we've all been wizards for a very long time.
Yeah.
So yes, I get my magic all from my spellbook, and I use my spellbook all the time to do magic like this, and I cast light.
What? Good. Well, that's amazing. Where is your spellbook? Can I have a...
Oh, it's in my horse.
What? Sorry. Can you run that by me again? It's in your horse.
Oh, like he didn't eat it or anything. It's in the saddlebags.
Thank you.
I assume it works as like a proximity thing. So as long as I'm near the spellbook, I can cast magic.
Usually,
I think that's the way wizards work.
Usually, wizards anyway. I don't have personal experience with that, but like usually wizards like read from the book and stuff like that.
My magic's a little different because I tend to have a little bit of a problem reading.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You're not good at reading, or you can't?
Oh, I think I'm fine with it. I just get distracted.
Oh, that's fine.
Not very interesting.
Oh, well,
there's a lot of symbols and random things, and it's boring.
Buddy, I can relate to that.
Gosh.
It is very boring. Interesting. So are you just like... Are you not confident practicing magic? Like, cause you're like, look at you. You're already like really like, you're a good swordsman and stuff like that, and that big shield of yours, but you don't cast magic. You only, like, you were doing some magic back at the dwarven place.
Well, yes, I did a little bit, but it has a tendency sometimes, and I assume it's the same with everyone, to, backfire.
How so? Like backfire, like...
Yes, I cast magic and I can feel the magic wanting to come out more. And then sometimes it just happens and bad things can sometimes happen.
I see. So you got your magic from a book, yeah? What does the book look like? Can I have a look at it?
Oh, sure. And I go to my spellbook and I pull out just this old leather sort of ripped pages, just book, and it's got like scribbled in what text are Caius's spells.
Thank you. Oh, it looks...
I can imagine the S is backwards.
You do notice, taking a flick through, there are some spells in here, and it does seem to be arcane formulas.
It looks very normal, like...
But you do notice that, like, it's in a completely different handwriting to the Caius's spellbook.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. I'm probably not the best person to talk to about... I don't know who would be. I didn't learn magic from a book. I just kind of have magic. after some stuff happens. So, I don't really know what's going on there. I know I have traveled with like some wizards before, like in merchant caravans, and they doesn't seem to be. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be as normal as I guess. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I guess. But are you just Could you show me some magic now?
I mean, yes.
You're not very confident with your magic at all.
No,
like,
I'm not.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll cast something and something else will happen, but that's like due to personal failing on my life. So that's not really. It doesn't seem to be the same problem. We don't seem to have the same problem, I think.
Okay.
Hit me.
You should step back.
I'll be fine.
No, I mean away from Fredwood.
Okay, of course. He steps carefully back away from Fredwood.
Is it like safe here?
Yeah.
Cool. And it is the same day that I've used the.
This would be later in the trip.
Oh, so it's not the same day. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, in that case, I'll. Sorry. I'll just shoot an ice knife at you.
Okay.
So I'll sort of wave my hands around, wipe a little bit of sweat off my brow, and that sweat slowly crystallizes my hand.
Ooh.
And then I flick that out to you, and it forms an ice shard, which hopefully embeds into your thigh.
Hopefully it doesn't. You've got
Sorry.
He's got
First we roll to hit.
Yep. That is a 13.
13. That would not hit, I believe.
No, it doesn't, because he has a little plate armor on his thigh.
It would hit like the plate.
It's his only
just sort of
armor
like
that's showing
shake
It's like you see, like your aim was true enough.
Yep.
But yeah, deflected by the.
Ping.
As it like tings off and hits on the ground, it explodes.
Roll me another d20.
Yep. You've also got to do a dexterity saving throw as well.
Oh no, okay.
We'll do the damage first, I guess.
So a 13.
DC's 14. So it shoots off ice shards from the point of impact, shattering in the area.
Okay.
And a few of those shards embed into you, just like below the plate armor.
Oh heck!
That is 6 points of cold damage.
Oh jeez. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay. Oh man,
Okay.
that definitely worked. Okay, but it's fine. It is fine. And like Brody, like he kind of like, I suppose because he's probably wasn't expecting that, he like lands straight on his ass when and that the pain shoots into his arm. I don't know, upper thigh, lower thigh, I don't know, beyond the thigh guards, and he's like, okay, that's fine, and like his left hand he uses to like kind of coalesce sort of kind of like a black sort of energy, I suppose, which sort of like seems to radiate out from his like his left wrist, and he like touches his touches where it's at, and they're like just I don't know, like the ice shards, I suppose, because like little ice shards, like they kind of fizzle, and then like you kind of just see like, I suppose because like he wears leggings, so like that they like they I don't know, it like seals up again, I suppose. Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, that was very effective.
Sorry, I haven't done that one before.
Oh,
That's fairly new.
that's a new spell. You learn a new spell. That's pretty cool.
Yes. No, I think I haven't put it in the book yet, but I just know it. So, but I know it enough that I don't have to use the book for that one, but it's still, like, I'll put it in.
Okay.
Also, nothing bad happened, so we're fine.
Okay. I guess I have many questions, but my one question is: bad things happening. What's happened before?
Well, there was...
That's worse than, like, stabbing me in the leg.
Oh no, that was meant to happen.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes, no, I was fully intending you to like, get hit with ice. That was the intention.
Okay, well,
But sometimes
that's good to know.
Yeah, no, sometimes there's extra magic that happens and I can get extra protection, or sometimes it's bad things where I summon creatures that don't like me, or every now and then I'll create something, or there's extra effects that happen to the person that I target, or...
Have you... Guys, you're how old? You're 26, yeah?
27.
27? Okay, well,
It's close enough.
Yeah.
I'll let that pass.
Sorry. You just got such a nice, like, I wouldn't say baby face, like, just a nice, like, it's quite rugged. But yeah, sorry, getting distracted. In your travels, I happened to overhear you talking to Anya on the deck when you were first doing that sparring. I was just around. I was reading a book, of course.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
We were probably intruding on your space. I do apologize for that.
It's fine. You can practice wherever you like. It's fine. I don't begrudge you. When you've been adventuring, like your 10 years of adventuring, yeah?
Yes.
10 years, jeez. Must be. Well, actually, okay. I'll ask you that question later. Have you ever met like a dark presence on your travels?
Well, are we talking, like, have I seen someone's shadow, or what do you mean?
Well, I would assume you'd see a shadow at least once during your travels.
Once or twice.
More like, okay, more like maybe you were traveling and you got lost in like an alley or like a road out in the dark in the forest, and like there was some dark presence there that like spoke to you. Did that?
Well,
you've always had your magic, or?
Yes.
Always.
Always had some sort of magic. Not very much when I was younger, but
okay.
It was always sort of there. I guess dark presence. I mean, I had a friend once who sometimes was a little bit angry.
Oh, buddy, I know what you mean.
roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
That was a 15 minus something. 14.
You remember one year your father, for your birthday, gave you like an arcane focus made out of ebony. That was a dark present.
That's what it was.
Dark present.
So, yes, one time my father gave me a dark present.
A dark present.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was like a crystal thing.
Oh,
that
yeah?
I could, supposedly, he said it should work. I can cast my magic out of it, but it never really worked. I got a lot more benefit just out of throwing it at people.
That's fair. Caius, I don't know. Like, you're a noble, so maybe things are different for you. I've never been. Is all your family like that?
Magic? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
From books or not books?
Absolutely from books. Yes. No,
Absolutely from books.
Definitely from books.
Okay.
They're all very magically for generations. We've been very bookish. Yes.
Very bookish, and you not so much.
Well, no.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think you might not. I don't know how to break this to your kid. Well, kid, you're not a kid. You're anyway.
He's like a fifth of your age, but yeah.
Please don't tell me that omniscient voice. That makes it really creepy. Okay.
Is that a dark present?
Yeah, it was a very dark. Well, anyway. Look. Okay. I think you have power that is different from your family. You think so too, yeah?
I haven't. I don't know. I don't know much about magic, but I know that I'm not as gifted as my sisters are.
Okay, Caius, I want to talk more about your family later. If that's okay?
Sure, yes.
But I want to tell you now, from what I've seen of wizards, I think you don't seem very safe. You don't feel very safe around your own magic, but I think that means your magic is more powerful than your sisters or your parents or all those generations, because I think it's coming directly from you and not that little book. And I know because that's the same for me. I mean, I have books, but like, I hope it's not the same situation, but like, I think you have, and again, I'm speaking from experience because I have powers that sometimes I don't trust or feel completely comfortable with, if I'm being honest. And I know that it's, I don't know. We'll have to talk about your family issues later if you're comfortable with that.
Sure, yes.
But if it's made you feel different, I think it should make you feel better, because I think, well, okay, not gonna lie, the ice thing hurt a lot, okay? So like,
Sorry again about
maybe
that.
next time, like I was like, oh yeah, maybe he'll cast some light or something.
No, yeah, that one's new.
Yeah, sorry, I'm like not very hardy at all, okay?
Right, okay.
Yeah. But that's fine because it's all gone now. It's all healed up, it's fine, that's what I do. Most of the time. But yeah, I guess the thing is, we're gonna have to look into your magic more.
Okay, but you think it's
But I don't
not
think it's a bad
from
thing.
this?
No.
The book?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say that. It might be helping.
I don't know if it is. Can I try something again without the book?
Okay.
Can you hold the book?
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
I'll take the book. I'll
right.
take the book. And Freddie stands and looks incredibly nervous.
And I'm gonna walk back a bit and I'll try the same spell again. But I'm gonna target the book this time.
Okay.
Oh no.
Roll to hit.
And because
Freddie's like standing very nervously and very gingerly holding this book because he has no idea what you're gonna do.
Because I kind of want to impress Birdie and I kind of messed up the first attack, I want to definitely make sure that I hit.
You're using Tides
I'm
of
going to
Chaos.
use Tides of Chaos.
I'm gonna auto proc.
Cool.
Okay.
So roll with advantage to hit,
Yep.
and then roll me a percentile.
Well, it's fun being on the airship, guys.
With advantage, that was a 9 to hit an inanimate, non-moving book.
So
Oh
no!
my god.
I'm not
happens,
good
Doc?
at magic.
Does it
what
hit the
happens
book?
is, again, it misses the book. It flies forward, and just you don't have enough energy behind it for it to entirely reach the book, and it just lands pathetically in front of Bertie.
And then it explodes.
Oh, jeez.
So dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
I love this spell. It's amazing.
That was a 6. So I just get blasted back, I guess, from this.
Yeah, it's only 3 damage again.
Now roll
Not
me the
much.
percentile dice.
Yeah. Blue is first. It is only 54.
Oh my gosh!
54. You're immune to. Roll me 5d6.
Oh dear. I don't know where all my d6s are. I've only got 3.
So Brady gets like again knocked A over
6,
T
7, 8,
by
9,
the
10.
explosion from this spell. So it's like, so I guess like the spell that Kai's trying to cast like goes and Brady's like, and then it just blasts.
15.
15. Okay, I will keep note of that.
Okay.
Over the next, like, probably that night,
Oh, okay.
you notice that, like, alcohol is not having the
can't
same
stop
effect.
No.
No, so you will not notice the effect of this.
Tell
But
us
I will tell you
Yeah.
then, like, It was.
I mean, we
that-
could roll again.
No, because that's the effect. You're
Okay.
immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 5d6 days.
Okay, not gonna lie, that hurt a lot as well, but it's fine again.
Oh.
I can just, you just like again, just touches himself and like magically heals himself.
Right. Well, I
Okay.
mean, technically, you saw what happened to the first one, so you
Yeah.
probably should have avoided this. That doesn't matter. You know,
That
that's
one
not
was on
important.
me. I'm not actually very good at like protecting myself. That's the others have probably already asserted.
I will say though,
Hence the
when
need for the body.
when I cast that spell,
Yeah.
I could feel some sort of magic welling up inside me. I don't know if it
you?
was repressed or whether it happened and we just don't know what happened, but something.
You felt something deep inside
I
you.
felt something deep inside welling up, wanting to come out.
Okay, look, I can. Close. He like puts his hand out. Why don't we do some magic practice? Like while we're here on the ship. Not when
Okay.
you're not fighting with Rook. We'll practice some magic. I can show you some of my magic. How's that sound?
Okay. No, yes,
And
I'll do it.
we'll try and find some things that you can shoot at that are not me, and I will stand at a safe distance.
Right. Okay. Yes, that's a better idea.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Thank you.
I hope that helped in some way. Even if it was just seeing me getting maimed repeatedly, because hey, I'm pretty annoying, so let off a bit of steam that way, right?
Yes, didn't mean that. I mean, I did,
Yeah.
but like, you know.
It's fine. Like again, I do things that I don't mean, so it's fine. It's good. Yeah, you can pay me back later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, on that note, how
Yeah.
much do I owe you so far?
Owe me for what?
For bodyguarding. I'm not doing a great job, I'll be honest. I've dealt more damage to you than anyone else so far.
Okay, well, the truth, you're gonna pay me for that, yeah.
Well, I think that was the arrangement that you and the grumpy old one.
Oh yeah,
Me.
precisely. Okay, look, I don't want to like take advantage of you or anything, Kai. So how about we say like 3 gold? 3 gold.
Okay, no worries. Yes. So 3 gold so far, and then we'll just
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll
keep
we'll
on
going.
tabs for later.
Yeah, look, yeah, precisely. Look,
Right.
you know, that sounds
You know
great
what?
to me.
I feel like I'm getting the better end of this deal.
I feel like
But-
I'm in an episode of
Do
The
it.
Twilight Zone
Excellent.
because Birdie has been so
3 gold.
sweet, and that
Thank you,
is
thank you,
not
thank
much
you.
gold.
Yeah, that's like a few silver a day.
Oh dear.
Oh, Birdie's taken a shining to
Well,
Caius.
shiny to Kai's is probably.
So,
Caius is shiny.
Yeah, he's very shiny.
there's one more scene I want to do
Great.
before we go to break.
Yeah, sorry.
And then next episode we'll have our battle royale. So, late into the night on the 31st of Solasar, 10 days into your trip,
I'm afraid.
we see Neumann working on something. We can't. If you're imagining like a filmic shot, we're seeing Neumann. We're not seeing what's on the workbench at all. And in that moment, late into the night, you've been working all day trying to get the final push to get this done. That's it. Finished.
Okay. Also, can I just say it's in like a? I also made a box for it, like a carry case.
So that's what we close on. That's the closing shot. You closing down the box.
Yeah. And so basically, he closes the box. There's a whole bunch of like, can I just say like an intricate like gear mechanism that locks the box shut as well.
Okay.
Ooh.
And that's where we're going to leave it for this
What is
week.
he doing? Good job. Good job, Neumann. You made a thing that I'm afraid for.
He made a box.
Better not be the mayonnaise.
It's my mayonnaise box, and only I may open it.
Oh no.
So-
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Sorry for listening.
That's this week.
Sorry for listening.
Tune in again next week to find out what's in the box. What's in the box?
What's in the box? Also,
What's
Fight
in the
Club.
box
Place
today?
your bets
Yes.
now. Let us know who you think will win.
Yeah.
And then send Birdie
Royal
money,
Rumble
and he
in
will
the jungle.
maybe give you back your winnings if you win. No, he won't.
Tweet us who you think will win.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
we'll do a poll if I can
Yeah,
at
we'll
all
do a poll.
remember when this episode is going to air.
We'll do a poll and we'll compare it to who wins.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Yeah, have a good
See you
one.
next
See you
time.
next week.
Bye.
Bye.